Hello everybody and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary, and I'm Exo and I will be the voice that will be ringing in your heads throughout the duration of this game. And I'm actually in quite a good mood right now because I was looking for some replays. You know, I tend to at least try to cast high quality games, you know, high skill level games and stuff like that. And it seemed like I wasn't really finding any games worth casting. I don't know. But I ended up finding a few games, and I think I'm going to be casting those. I don't know if I'm going to be casting 2 or 3 right now, but I'm going to cast at least 2. And I'll see if I won't get too tired, and see if I can do the third one as well. But anyway, I think I've the last match was Zerg vs Terran. Well, no, it was that match with Hux. It was Protoss versus Terran. So okay, so it's not going to be monotonous. It's not going to be the same thing. You're not going to see the same thing twice in a row. So it is a Zerg versus Terran, and we're having MadFrog over here, spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left location on Delta Quadrant, and we have Fuzer here, who I don't really know, or Fuzer. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce this. Is the blue Terran spawning in the top right corner. Now, I actually chose this replay because a lot of people commented and said that they want to see more fat frog, no, mad frog, and Demaga. So here's, I didn't find any replays of Demaga, at least not recent ones, and I found this one of Mad Frog. I heard it's a good game, so I'm gonna check this out. And no, I don't watch the replays beforehand, and indeed many people said that the only way to cast is live. So yeah, if I do know the result, then there's no real magic in casting it now, is there? So it just kind of spoils the whole thing. So I'm not gonna watch my replays first, unless of course it's something that you guys send, and I'm just gonna look at it. You know, I'm just gonna see, you know, hey, what's going on here and stuff. And I decide if I get to cast it. That is the only real circumstance I'm gonna watch those replays. But anyway, pretty late pull from MadFrog over here. I think this, I think 13 or 14. It's not late. It's pretty standard, although it's not at 15. 15 gas, 15 pull. We see no gas down. By MadFrog, meaning he's not going to get Zergling speed right away. He opts to get this fast expansion at no gas. So, still, no, actually getting 2 Zerglings here, or 3. I mean 6. 3 eggs, yes. They spawn 2 from an egg. I'm tired. I'm always tired when I cast these because it's late. It's the way it is. Yeah, but it's not an excuse. Anyway, these Zerglings are probably going to make a little push over here, although the wall is getting formed right now. And the bunker behind there as well, and the factory coming up, which probably means this is going to be a 1-1-1 opening here by a Fuzer. And let's see what this is, a Roach Warren. So we're gonna get a roach. I'm actually wondering if he's going to actually get roaches. Not many people get roaches these days anymore, unless they're forced to, due to Reaper harass or something like that. Because roaches kind of got, it's uncomfortable at the start of the game, you know, because, and this bunker is probably gonna, yep, and the Zerglings are going back. But what I wanted to say is that roaches aren't favored as they used to be anymore because of the supply nerf to supply for a roach in the start of the game, when you know, it's pretty hard to get larvae and get, you know, enough overlords and money for overlords, you know, so people don't really get that many roaches. But I see MadFrog doing this, so let's see what that's gonna result in. An extractor to go down right now, and the Helian harass is about to commence. I have a feeling that these Zerglings are going to get roasted by this Helian here, with proper micro, of course. Let's see what happens. And yep, I guess Fuzer is just gonna have some fun with these little Zerglings on the field. But later already is going down, and wow, let's see, nothing real interesting happening in the Terran base. No starport yet, and these rocks are almost halfway done for this command center to deploy. And indeed, the Helians are killing those Zerglings. And let's see what these Queens can do. I guess Queens are pretty good against Helians. I mean, not much you can do with Helians against Queens, especially on creeps. So I think he's going to be just fine. And some roaches are coming out right now. Heavy droning still though. 6 drones on the way. 7, 10. What? Yeah. 5 more. A lot of droning going on right here. And the Terran player, I think, is going to try harassing a lot now because he sees, or he suspects, that there's a lot of droning going on. and you don't really want to do that with Helions against roaches, because they're really no good, and you can't really outrange the roach either. As you can see, that Helion is almost dead. So yeah, that's not really too smart, especially not just for one roach. But let's see what MadFrog decides to ultimately get, because I don't think he's gonna stick with roaches against Terran. I'm pretty sure he will get a Baneling's Nest in the end, because he does expect MMM, like in most of the games with Terran. You do expect a certain amount, at least a certain amount of infantry. So yeah, I think he's gonna eventually get Banelings, unless he's going to prove us all wrong and do something really revolutionary. By revolutionary, I mean Roach Hydra, and it's not really that revolutionary, but well, sort of in a way it is, because it was used a lot in beta and everybody gave it up because he kind of got ruined in the end, and Roach Hydra wasn't really working that well anymore. So people these days kind of opt for mute up Baneling and stuff like that. It's really popular these days, mute up Baneling, and of course Infestor Baneling along with Ultralisks and stuff like that. But these Helions are taking a peek over here, and let's see if they actually get to do something. I'm not so sure. Maybe. No, I don't. They are running around and not really doing anything. One drone getting killed over there, though. That's good. And this expansion is down, and I do have to say, if you watch that game with Demaga as well, the Zerg players really opt to get this hatchery first before this one. I mean, this is the first, and it helps a lot because of this creep expanding. And you want this when the Terran player is pushing towards you. You want to have this creep outside your base to be able to defend his pushes or harasses much more effectively. So yeah, good choice right there, I think. And now his third expansion is going down at the natural, the protected natural that is closed off from ground assault. And let's see what else is happening over here. Some upgrades going down and some Thors coming out. Vehicle plating and weapons level 1. So wow, I guess yep, it's going to be a mech game then. So I wonder, MadFrog, either was it very intuitive, or he saw this. I mean, he saw this swirly factory, but it could really mean anything. I'm just curious to see what MadFrog actually does see. He does see the factory and this bunker, so in that case, yeah, probably suspect some turtle action and some mech build, which is actually happening, along with upgrades as well. So roaches in this case are quite good, although tanks, you know, you don't want to go up with roaches into siege tanks. And oh, those Helions are, oh, that was a big blunder. Ouch, 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 right there. Just lost 300 minerals on those Helions for nothing, and that is quite crappy, I think, for Fuzer. But he decides to expand again over here, and that's like, wow, pretty fast. 3 expansions. I haven't really seen any Terran players expand this fast on this map. 3 expansions all this early. It's quite revolutionary, and he's defending them. I guess he wants to macro up, but he's not really putting pressure on the Zerg player, and the Zerg player is doing the exact same thing. And if you watch Braddock versus Dark Force, then you know what happened. If you know what happens if you let a Zerg macro, really. Or if you have watched Demaga versus Select, another great game, another great turn versus Zerg. It's quite risky to let the Zerg do exactly what he wants to do. You have to keep an eye on the ball and really apply pressure, either with drops or Reapers, or yeah, basically harass the Zerg as much as you can. And he's getting roach upgrades, it seems. The upgrades for the roaches so they can move underground, and he has Burrow already. So, well, those Marines I don't think are gonna survive this. Whoops, 1 goes down, 3 goes down, 3 go down, and the 4th one makes it away. I'm sure he's glad, but he's now crying over his lost friends. And how does he see this? There is no... Oh, that turret over there. And another turret over here. And he needs to unborrow. He does. He does unborrow. And he's... Whoa, 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 wow. This is so bad. Wow, did you just all... Did you all see what I saw? Yeah, that was great. That was great. Actually, it wasn't great play by Fuzer. Those tanks were sieged there already. MadFrog, I don't know if he actually realized that all those siege tanks are shooting from the high ground over here. I think he realized too late, and he pulled back when he lost the majority of his forces. So you can see exactly what I was saying before. You don't want to run with roaches into sieged up tanks. It is a very bad idea. So right now, I'm just going to take a look over here. So MadFrog is replenishing his army quite fast. He got a lot of infestors, and it's an interesting combo. It's pretty... It seems like it's flavor of the month or something. A lot of people are doing roach infestor these days. It's quite viable build, I think. But let's see if... I mean, the fungal growths are really good, and the roaches will do a nice damage as long as they can get in range and attack those units. But a push coming down on middle over here from Fuzer, and let's see if MadFrog can do something over here. And those roaches taking out some Helians, but those tanks are sieged and he needs to pull back. I would seriously advise MadFrog to pull back, and there are so many creep tumors. I mean, beautiful spreading of the creep. Imagine the amount of APM you need to have to get this kind of creep spreading. Actually, it's not that much, 116, but he's paying a lot of attention to it, so yeah. But we have neuroparasite being researched. That's gonna be nice on tanks and Thors. I guess it's nice to counter mech with that, and still upgrading vehicle plating for his mech. So the thing is though, Fuzer needs to start gaining ground. Right now, the Zerg is expanding. He's taking the peripheral sides of the map as well. I think an expansion will be coming down here as well soon. And he has these, and there's just too many hatcheries. And the Terran player needs to start applying pressure and not expand himself. Really, it's not the answer. He needs to contain the Zerg. I think that 3 expansions are more than enough for a Terran player, especially with mules. So, alright, he does decide to expand, but also at the same time he needs to take care of the Zerg expansion. So, let's see, the tanks are not sieged up. They are sieging right now, and Neuroparasite on the Thors. 3 Thors getting Neuroparasite. Whoa, this is nice. And he's using those swords to take out the tanks. This is beautiful play right here. This is really beautiful play, and long range on those infestors. And yep, the roaches are also focusing down the tanks right now. And I think this is gonna be quite okay for the Zerg player. He lost a lot of army as well, and he might just lose the rest, although I'm not so sure. But and another Neuroparasite over here, but the infestor dies. So yeah, you can see a huge army lost there by the Terran player, and it's going to take some time, quite some time, for him to replenish that. While the Zerg player, let's take a look at the food count. I'm just really curious right now. What am I looking for? There we go. Look at this. Look at how fast the supply is going up. Although the Terran player has a lot of SCVs. I mean, yeah, 92 workers. Wow. More than the Zerg player. So this is, I think, one of the heaviest macro games I've ever seen when it comes to Terran. In this period, I mean, a moment of the game is still so soon, and 95 harvesters, he should really cut back on SCVs, I think, especially since he has mules. I don't know if this is really the right choice. He should focus more on armor, and he should start taking out these expansions. And what he needs to do is not exactly just go kill drones, but kill the hatcheries. Kill the hatcheries, because it also stops, it slows down unit production. So this is very important to remember. I don't know. He's playing this waiting game that doesn't really... You can play the waiting game as Terran, but not when you have all these resources still available on the map. I mean, the map isn't mined out. The map is up for grabs, and the Zerg is really taking advantage of this, and of a lot of roaches, and also 1-1 on these roaches upgrades. Lots of Thors. I like the idea that I like the fact that he's getting Thors, but he should consider getting some ghosts because of those infestors. Although I don't see any more infestors up, and I wonder why that is. I wonder why no infestors are up, and so many hatcheries. Actually, 2 hatcheries here at the natural for extra unit production. There we go. Some infestors over there and some more